It's Meg. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today I have a vanity tour and kind of like bathroom-ish tour. So I wanted to share with you guys my new setup on how I have all my beauty products laid out, and these are only the items that I use on a daily basis. I do have a whole freelance kit that I keep separately because I do freelance for weddings, photos, just basically anything you would want your makeup done for. So that kit is separate and I don't kind of use any of that stuff. I use it for a job and then I'll come home, I'll clean everything and put it like back into the case. So I don't really dip into that too much, and now that I am older and kind of know what I like, know what works for me, know what doesn't work for me so well, I haven't been buying as many beauty products that I used to in the past. Like when I first started my YouTube channel, I was obsessed with like just having this huge collection. And over the years, I've given a lot to my family. I have kind of donated a lot, and I've just kind of pared down what I'm using. I have to have a place where I can get ready, and it's really dark in the mornings here in Pennsylvania. I don't have a lot of light, especially in the wintertime. We're like breaking through to the spring, so hopefully that's going to change here in a couple weeks. So I'm going to share with you how I kind of get ready in the morning and kind of how this works for me. Now, I had a previous setup before. It did not work well. It was too small of a desk. It was like a small rectangle, almost looked like a bar cart type of vibe. It was all wrong. This is perfect. It's very affordable. So I'm going to share with you guys where all of my products are from, where the desk is from, the stool, all of that. I will also give you other options in case anything is not in stock anymore. So enough of me blabbing on. Let's hop right into it. I will just, however, quickly mention a few things. Earrings are Michael Kors. This is Michael Kors. This is Lily Pulitzer. And my lip liner, I will link for you guys in the description below. And lashes are always Ardell. So just in case I get any questions on that, let's hop right into it. So here is kind of a brief overview of what my makeup vanity station looks like. I do think it looks cute. It's kind of hard to fit it in here in this little corner, but it actually works really well. This door right here goes to my master bathroom, and then we have 3 really big windows right here. So this is what it looks like, and I've been really happy with it. This desk is actually from IKEA. I purchased this desk when I was living with, well, when me, my husband, and my daughter moved back to Pennsylvania. We stayed with my parents for, oh man, maybe 2.5 months. I'm actually not sure. I feel like it was at least 2.5 months until we purchased our home. Actually, June, July, August, September. Oh my gosh, I guess it was almost 4 months. Was it that long? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. We lived at home with my mom and dad until we settled on our house, and I bought this desk as a desk for my desktop computer. So when we moved, I left it at my mom's and didn't think I needed it, and then my old vanity just was not cutting it, and this actually works out perfectly. I don't really feel like it matches my room very well, but it functions well for now. So I am going to just share with you quickly the bigger items. The stool is from Target. It's a faux fur little fuzzy bench. It's bigger, but it's actually really comfortable to get ready on. You guys can see under there. I will get into that when I sit down and share with you everything in the desk, but that's just a little white kind of organizational bin from Target. And then we have just some fake flowers. Those are probably from HomeGoods. Coasters also from HomeGoods. And then what else? These holders are from Target. I have a bunch of these, and I actually use them in my daughter's playroom as well. I used to have a lot more makeup set out. Like I said, I kind of pared it down and really just have what I use. So I only have 2 of them, and they've been working really well. So you can find these in the Target bath section. And then my candle is by Voluspa, and I love that one. That's my favorite scent. It's so good. Now, this mirror right here, I absolutely love because it lights up. I ordered this from Amazon, and it's been a literal lifesaver. I actually just have it plugged into the wall underneath. There's an outlet, and it just, that way I don't have to worry about batteries. So I figured I would just sit down so I can actually share with you guys what I have at my desk without like flopping the camera all around, so you guys don't get seasick. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go over is what I have just in here. And this is just kind of everyday products that I use all the time. So I want to have them close, and I don't want to have to be hunting for them because I'm usually in a rush in the morning because I sleep until the last minute and then I have to rush to get ready. So the first thing I have is Black Track by MAC. Hands down, this is my favorite gel eyeliner. Now, this is such an oldie but a goodie. I told you guys I was like obsessed with collecting makeup. MAC has always been one of my loves of makeup. I think it just performs well. The price point is perfect and you just can't go wrong. It's an artistry brand and their products, they work. You don't have to, in my opinion, like mess around and try out, oh my gosh, is this gonna work? I wore this on my wedding day. I've danced in this. I've gone to bachelorette parties in this. I have sweat in this. I have danced the night away in this. It doesn't budge. It's just the perfect black gel eyeliner. Now, I do not wear this every single day. Normally, when I go to work, it's like, if I usually wear a pair of Ardell lashes just because I love a lash, but it'll be that, a BB cream, eyebrows, and that's pretty much it. Like, very low-key. So this is more of like a weekend going out type of thing. The next product I have is also old. It's MAC. It is the NW20 Studio Finish Concealer. Love this. Perfect for under the eyebrow. I don't worry about really spot concealing blemishes because I'd be here for hours trying to cover up all of my blemishes. So I just kind of use that under the eyebrow and I love it. The next thing I have is the Dark Brown Dip Brow. This is my second pot of this color. I had the caramel color before and that was like a little bit too red. The last thing I have in here is my eye cream. Right now I'm using Tatcha. I keep the eye cream here because I use it pretty much in the morning. So that's what it looks like. It almost has a pearlized texture. I feel like it looks really pretty under makeup. I get very dry skin in the wintertime. So for me, it's really important that I put this on before my concealer so that I don't look like I have skin that's 100 years old. So those are the products from in there. Next, I'm going to share with you guys what I have in this little drawer. And I've also really pared down my palettes and things that I use on a daily basis. Now, this looks so crusty and grimy, but I'm just going to share it with you guys. I have eyelashes in here, and I loathe the glue that comes on eyelashes to hold them to the package. It is so annoying. It is seriously probably not, I mean, this is not that big of a deal, but beauty-wise, it's one of my most irritating things. I just feel like, why do you need that much glue on a tiny little eyelash? There's got to be a better way. So that's really annoying. Anyway, this little case I got off Amazon. They're super inexpensive, and I like to just keep a couple pairs with me at my station, and then I have all my extras in my kit because I keep them for when I do jobs. The next thing I have is so old, but I love it. It's NW25, like a loose setting powder. It doesn't even say, oh, it's Select Sheer Loose. I'm not kidding, you guys. This is ancient. I should probably get rid of it, but I just love the coverage. It's like a light, but still gives you coverage. The color is perfect, especially when you have a tan. All right, the next thing is by Lorac, and this is old, but such a goodie. I love this shade of blushes, and I think the palette's perfect. It's nice and slim. I really love Lorac products, and they're just one of my favorites. Next is by Morphe. This is an eyeshadow palette. My mom gave each of my sisters, there are 3 of us, one of these palettes. I think we all got the same one. It's just like a really good brown kind of palette. You can use these colors every day. You could definitely smoke it up. So I love these. This is the Artistry Palette 9B. That was a stocking stuffer. Next, I've got a MAC palette with some blushes, and this is actually a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I've been using that every day. It's like my matte bronzer, and I love it. Another old school MAC palette full of old eyeshadows that I'm trying to use. I have probably 4 or 5 of these eyeshadow palettes, but I'm just trying to kind of go through my stuff and use what I have before I buy anything else. I have this Lorac palette. If you are looking for an eyeshadow palette for work, for every day, I mean, look at this thing. Can you tell I love it? It is just the best neutral palette you can get, in my opinion. It's thin. It packs perfectly every time I go on a trip. This is the only eyeshadow palette I bring. I just think the colors are beautiful. You can create so many different looks with this. And this to me is like I said, it's just a perfect office wear work palette where you can get a really clean, crisp look for an everyday natural polished look, I think you can't go wrong with that. Alright, the next thing I have is this Stardust palette by Too Faced. Really pretty. Definitely, I don't reach for these crazy colors, but I do like this color and this one down here. I haven't really used that too much, but sometimes when I'm going out, I like to use like this one for a liner. I don't know, I kind of pull for it sometimes, but it's definitely not an everyday palette. Lorac Mega Pro 2. This one was probably my second favorite Lorac Mega Pro palette. I love that it's thin. These were the best. Like, I feel like they came out with one and it was really thick. I hated it. The Lorac Mega Pro 3 is my favorite. It is so good. This is the best palette that they came out with, in my opinion. I love it. Just so many wearable colors. The pink one was terrible. I have that. I never use it. I keep that in case I need like weird colors for a specific makeup look or anything like that, but I don't use that on a daily basis. The next one is 350M. This is also by Morphe. This is their matte palette. I will pull this palette if I am doing like a night out or a date night and I want to kind of put some orange through the crease and kind of make a look pop. I don't necessarily go for like a matte orange smoky eye, but I do think a little bit of like these colors with like a smoky eye can really make the look kind of come alive. So I do really like this. Again, this is good to have for my kit, but I kind of just use it for when I want to use it. This one is 35F, also by Morphe. I really do like their eyeshadows, and for the price point, I don't think you can go wrong. This one's great. This is the first palette I bought from Morphe, and it's really good. It's all kind of shimmery colors and really good to kind of use when you're going out. When we go out or when there's like a party or anything like that, sometimes I will end up doing my sister's makeup or even their friends. It just depends kind of what we're doing. So that's, you know, I like having them on hand. So that all fits in here really nicely, and I can easily pull out the eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so this next product my sister Kelsey bought me for Christmas one year, and I love it. It's the Soleil Tan de Chanel. It's beautiful. I mean, I love Chanel makeup. It looks stunning. It is gross on the inside because I use this pretty much every single day, and I definitely would repurchase this as soon as I'm out. I love it. I used to use the Bobbi Brown stick in Warm Walnut. It's like 7.5, and I went through 2 of those, and I love that, but it is a much more intense, rich brown color, which is beautiful in the summertime. But for every day when I don't have self-tanner on, or even today when I do, I still think you can get a nice contoured look with it without it being too over the top. So I love that. My favorite setting powder is also from Chanel, the Poudre Universal Libre. This is just their Universal Loose Powder. I have in the shade 30 Natural, or it's also referred to as Translucent 2. This is beautiful, and you get a lot of product in here. I will use this to set my under eye concealer and also to set my foundation with a beauty blender or just an overall powder brush. So I really like that. The next thing is from Tatcha, and I really enjoy this, and I love Tatcha skincare products. It smells really nice and fresh. I have used quite a bit of this, but I have to say my skin needs to be like in perfect condition for this to look good. My girlfriend Alex, this would probably work really well for because her skin is like so smooth. She takes really good care of it. She does a lot of facials, has a really good skincare regimen. But for me, my skin gets like patchy, dry, and if you try to rub it, it like will ball up on me. So I don't know if this is just better for me when I'm in the summertime when I'm not so dry. I really just have to make sure I've exfoliated and pat it into my skin, or it doesn't really work well. But I do like it when my skin is good. Now, I'm not going to show you all of this stuff, but I do want to share with you guys my favorite things that I use all the time. I've gone through multiples of each of these, and these are my daytime face lotions right here. You can see they're dirty, they're gross, I use them all the time. The post-workout mattifying moisturizer is perfect for under makeup. If I'm doing someone's makeup who has a wedding or a formal or something like that, I will put that on. It feels more like a gel water base, but it's not as watery as water base. moisturizer. It's mattifying. It's perfect under makeup. This is my second bottle of this. I love this. It's SPF 50. And if I know I'm wearing foundation or it's the summertime, regardless, I don't care if I'm taking pictures, I will use this as my daily moisturizer. Alright, the next thing I have and I love is by Tom Ford. My sister gave this to me after I did her makeup for her wedding. It's beautiful. It's such a splurge item, and every time I use it, I think of her, and every time I do her makeup, I always use this on her. It's just a beautiful highlight color. I love mixing them together. They're stunning. They're just such a beautiful highlight combination. Once you kind of get past the first layer, it is so creamy, so pigmented. I use this all the time for eyeshadow. I'm actually wearing it right now on my lid, mixed together. I just think it has the most beautiful shimmer, and this is the Skin Illuminating Powder Duo. I love that. Alright, these three products I use literally every day. It's the Clinique 24-Hour Mascara, Clinique Fit. It's a water-soluble mascara. So it's water resistant, but when you get in the shower and it gets wet, you can kind of pull it off. Did anybody ever use the mascara that came off in tubes from Clinique? I used to use that in high school, and it literally was like tubes would come off your eyelashes. It's somewhat similar to that, but not as tubey, but it will just come right off with water. But it's amazing because it does not leak underneath your eye. So it's water resistant, like sweat resistant. You can run in this, you can go work out in this. I put this on with my eyelashes and I love it. The wand I have bent just slightly, and it's a very thin wand, but I love this mascara. It's probably my third bottle of that. I literally use it all the time. Tarte Shape Tape in light. For some reason, this new bottle is like so gross. It's leaking everywhere. I love the formula of it, but I don't know what's going on with that. The next thing is Duo Lash Glue. Use this all the time. Love it. And I have to have the one with the wand. I think it's much easier. Alright, what else do we have in here? My go-to foundations right now are definitely the Revlon Colorstay. I just think this is such a good mixing foundation. It just works for me. I don't know. I really do like it. I've also been using the Le Tint Ultra. This is by Chanel, and this is in shade 32 Beige Rose. It is very pinky, but it works for me, especially when I don't have a self-tanner on. There's a pump. The pump does get messy, so it's a really nice foundation, and I feel like it's thicker than this. I have a couple more things I want to share with you guys before I let you go, but the next one is a bronzing powder by MAC. This is Refined Golden. I've had so many of these over the years. It's just my favorite bronzer, especially for the summertime. I just think it's such a pretty color, and it just is easy to apply. This is also an oldie. This is Studio Fix Powder NW25. I also have it in NW20. If I'm looking for more coverage, I love it. It doesn't break me out. It's super easy. It's full coverage, and I love that powder. All right, one more thing I'm almost out of is the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's by far my favorite setting spray. I absolutely love it, and I use it every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I kind of store everything, and it's not probably the most appealing visually. My husband doesn't mind it. He's so good. He does not care. He just lets me do whatever with the house, but I just needed something functional where I could sit down and like not take my time, because like I said, I'm always rushing, but just kind of have everything laid out so I'm not searching for things in a makeup bag or trying to like go in the bathroom so I can see. This mirror is literally a lifesaver, and it just, if you get ready in the morning and maybe someone's sleeping or you don't have enough light in your room, I highly recommend that. Alright you guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!